Hyperhydration through osmotic regulation.
Say what?
What's happening, guys? Hope your day's going well. Today we're going to review SICARIO SWOLE by Xtremis Cartel. We're going to go over the ingredients so you know what you put in your body and go over the effects on this bad boy. If you're new to the channel and you like stuff like that, hit the subscribe button. Love to have you along for the ride. Getting that out of the way. So jumping right into this, I like this. This is a favorite of mine. You might like it too. I'm going to go over my personal effects and what I think about this product. So we're going to go over the flavor first. We have an unflavored flavor. Basically, this will enhance the flavoring of any pre-workout out there. So glycerol, this is a large amount of glycerol in it, and it's a sugar alcohol. So you're going to get a sugary kick on this. Taking it by itself, it's going to taste like a sugar syrup to a certain extent. It's not bad at all. Like you'll enjoy it. You'll be like, oh, it's kind of like it. It was just kind of nice. It wasn't candy, but it had a nice sugar hit to it. So you're going to feel good with that. And then jumping into the product itself, I'll put the ingredient profile right in front of me here. We got 1 tablespoon and 2 tablespoons. 1 tablespoon is supposed to be 0.5 full ounces. 2 tablespoons is 1 full ounce. And then we got 64-32 as far as the servings. So if you're dosing this at the maximum dosage here, you're going to get 32 servings out of this. And if you don't want to get a tablespoon out, and like myself, you don't want to dirty and wash tablespoons every single day, I threw this on a scale so I can help you guys out to do a quick dose on this. Just so you know, up to that thread, the threads right on the top, hopefully this comes through, of the cap, right where the threads start, that's about 1 full ounce right there. So you just go half a cap for a single serving, and you'll be fine. Just throw it into your pre-workout, throw it down, whatever you want to do. Jumping right into the ingredients. We have calories we're going to go off the 2 scoop. So this will be real long if I go bomb, 1, 2 scoop. So calories, 2 scoops, 80 calories. Carbohydrates, 2 scoops, 20 grams of carbs. I'm a type 1 diabetic. I want to let you guys know how this hits different than simple sugars. I'll talk to you about that afterwards. And we got some chloride at 145 milligrams and some sodium from 100 milligrams. This is all from the pink Himalayan salt. Sodium helps with cell signaling. It helps with calcium release. So this sodium ions are actually what send communication across neurons in the body, muscle fibers, everything, for energy and also for calcium release for your contraction. So I like sodium in a product. Then we got the Swole Pump Matrix. That is 23,750 milligrams. Damn. And we got some glycerol at 99.7% pure glycerol. 20 grams. So you get off of a 1 tablespoon on this, you get 10 grams, 99% pure glycerol. I mean, it's almost 100%, 99.7% pure glycerol. So you get 10 grams at 1 tablespoon, 20 grams at 2. And basically what glycerol is, it's a hyperhydration ingredient. We'll go over, through studies, it's increased endurance in the gym and power output and all that good stuff. And we'll go over the effects. What are the effects on this bad boy? But I kind of like this product because I like what they did. I looked at it. I was like, oh, they're doing that. They're doing that. They're doing that. So I'll talk about the liquid on this thing real quick. Liquid is faster absorbing than powder. And what it does is the liquid hits the intestines a lot sooner. The intestines absorb it and shoot it right into the blood. And from that point on, it starts to grab onto water. And it starts transferring it through the blood into muscle cells and other membranes in the body, increasing and elevating the hydration in the cells. So that's where we get the swole effects on glycerol. Everybody talks about that. But there's other things that this also does. So here we have an ingredient that's going to hyperhydrate the body, increase water within the cell membranes. And then we got betaine anhydrous at 2.5 grams, and this is an efficacious dose. This has a bunch of different health benefits, but we're going to stick with this product here. This is going to help with the drawing in of the water, the hyperhydration into the cells, and trying to hold onto it for a longer period of time. So this is going to help with the increase of holding on to the cell volumization over a period of time. But it also has other factors too, their health. It's good for the liver. It's good for the brain. It's an osmolyte and a methyl donor. So we'll just stop there. I want to keep it strict to the product. So we have increasing, we have drawing in, then we have some taurine at 1 gram. Now taurine is used by the body to control temperature. So you will notice in the gym, if your body temperature gets up, say you're doing a high stim pre-workout or something like that, this will help regulate your temperature in your body. So this will help, and it does that by balancing out, mainly by balancing out the hydration and the electrolytes in the body. So electrolytes are going to help with controlling temperature along with the hydration. So this is going to control the hydration, the balancing of electrolytes and water. So we have the first ingredient is going to hyperhydrate. We got the second ingredient that's going to help draw it in and hold it. And then we got taurine that's function there to actually maintain the electrolyte balance as the water volumization is being increased in the body. And then, of course, you couldn't complete this product without throwing some electrolytes in here. Pink Himalayan salt is loaded with minerals. So that's going to help with maintaining the electrolytes, increasing it a little bit. So you're going to get more, well, I was going to say, I'm going to go over the effects now. We'll go over the effects afterwards. So this is an all-around hitter. This is not just like, oh, it's just swole gains. This has health benefits to it. I like the way that they started at point A and got all the way to point Z here, and with a few ingredients, they're controlling and maintaining water retention and health in the body. And one thing I didn't mention is when you're dealing with electrolytes help with the kidney function as far as removing excess water over a period of time. And then taurine as well will work as a diuretic over the day, so you don't get any kind of bloated feeling on this. It comes off real smooth. And I'm gonna let you guys know, you end as the excess water is coming out of places other than the muscles. It's going to come out of the muscles last. I took a dose of this right before I started the review, and I'll tell you why in a second, but let's jump into this. SICARIO SWOLE, how did it do? So you take this, the effects start coming in about 15 minutes. I took a half a dose right before I started this video, and I had to get prepared and everything like that, put the camera up and all that stuff. About 15 minutes in, I already feel a swole effect. I haven't even been to the gym today. I went to the gym yesterday, the day before that, 5 days straight, and this automatically volumizes your cells. You feel tight, you feel swole. So it does a really good job on that. And the reason why I took it was because of the 10 grams of sugar alcohols in this. So they will increase your blood glucose levels for anybody out there. So this is glucose, but it's not like simple glucose, simple sugars. This does not hit you rapidly. This is metabolized by the body totally different, and it's slower. And I've noticed that it does increase my sugars. If I'm like at 100, it'll pop me up to about 130, but it never increases that, and it maintains me at a high level if I'm fasting or something like that, so I don't hit a low and have to eat. So for those of you that are fasting and you get to a point to where you feel like your glucose is dropping, you're wonky, and you're like, oh crap, I want to fast for 2 more hours, but I don't know if I can. I got to eat some sugars. Something like this is still going to break you out of your fast, but it's not going to be an impact as far as your insulin response as much as a simple sugar. So just giving you ways that you can use this and things to think about. On my training days, I do 2 scoops with my pre-workout. Enhances the flavor, and the cell swelling is really good as long as I'm hydrated. I'll tell you right now, there's been a couple times where I've worked 12-hour day and the day before and woke up dehydrated and tried to pound in as much water as I could, and the swole effects weren't as bad. But I'm always, whether I feel like extremely bigger, like an inch bigger, or I feel a half an inch bigger, I'm always left with the tightness on this thing. So it delivers very well on that. So I already said I do a half scoop on off days 2 times. So I fast on my off days. I do a half scoop in the morning. As long as my sugars are regulated, for those that are type 1 diabetics, I correct myself first, and then I do a half scoop, and then it brings me up a little bit, and it keeps me going for about 6 hours as I'm moving around and I'm utilizing energy in my body. It stops my body from having to reach for the norepinephrine and the epinephrine kick through cyclic GMP and cyclic CAMP to create energy function and stuff. I don't need as much caffeine. I just have nice endurance through the day. So that brings me to the endurance in the gym and the performance. 2 scoops or 1 scoop. You guys decide which way you want to go. This is going to enhance any pre-workout and your endurance in the gym. And hell, you can have a cup of coffee and this, and you're going to notice a nice endurance kick with some sweating. in the gym, and it's going to keep you going for a long period of time. A lot of muscle endurance on this thing. So went over the flavor, went over the swole effects, went over the endurance. Love this product. Once again, I'm going to let you guys get going. So 11, 12 minutes in, stop this video real short. Non-stem Sicario Swole. I'll put a link down below if it's something you guys are interested in. If you do have any questions on this, definitely throw it down the bottom. I'll answer it. Sometimes I don't get to it right away because, like I said, I'm working long hours and I'm trying to kind of like, still balance out the reviews and still get back to you guys and help if I can in any way I can. So other than that, this is Dave. I'm signing off. We'll see you guys next time on the channel.